One of the hallmarks of this present generation of young people is the word love. You see it everywhere, printed all over their pamphlets and in their so-called underground newspapers. You find it emblazoned on banners and posters when they're demonstrating for or against one thing or another. I even came across it on one of those buttons a lot of the kids wear. It said, "Make love, not war." Well, it's pretty hard to argue against love, isn't it? And goodness knows I'd be the last one to take up the cudgel against love, or sexual love, which is what a lot of them are really talking about. And if war could be ended by the simple device of making love, why then I'd carry around one of those signs too. But I have serious doubts that this would ever do away with war. Some of my contemporaries argue that the reason so many young people are headed for trouble, marital and other kinds too, is that they're giving short shrift to sex, and they've had too much morality. I say youngsters today are selling sex short, and one reason why is that they've had too much of the wrong kind of morality. Let's face it, we're living in a world where young people no longer live under the restraints of authority. These young people are struggling to find their own values, their own guidelines as to what's right and wrong. The negative approach, or you might say the don't approach, just doesn't impress these independent thinking youngsters. Are you looking for the greatest possible depth in your love life? Well, let me suggest to you what science and psychiatry have found out about getting the most out of sex. First of all, you've got to concentrate your emotional and physical energies. Sex at the right place and the right time, with the right person, under the right circumstances, is just about the most tremendous experience you can have. In our society, this means sex under the seal and shield of marriage. Under any other circumstances, and one report after another bears me out on this, it's almost bound to be clumsy, guilt-ridden, limited, and destructive. Love involves a willingness to put another's welfare and happiness ahead of your own desires. It always, and I mean always, includes responsibility. If your love doesn't include responsibility, then I'd look around for the love that does. It's the only way I know of to get the most out of sex.